are expected to bring winds of 140 miles an hour, heavy rain, and a storm surge of more than 15 feet. Forecasters say it's a Category 4 storm. Despite more negotiations, ABC's Lindsay Watt says there's still no agreement on raising the debt ceiling.
We could still finish this by June 1st.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy staying optimistic, but privately conceding to his Republican members that they are nowhere near a deal yet. The White House insisting talks have been productive, but won't point to specific progress. The stalemate is over federal spending. Republicans want to roll it back, and Democrats do not. Republicans also demanding that Biden impose new work requirements for those receiving federal aid. The president equally firm in pushing for tax increases on the wealthiest Americans and large companies.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis entering the 2024 Republican race for president later today. He will do it in a live Twitter announcement alongside Twitter CEO Elon Musk. Former President Donald Trump's Manhattan trial on falsifying business records slated to start March 25th next year. You're listening to ABC News.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. The IRS just rolled out a new program to help struggling taxpayers more easily resolve their tax problems. It's called the Taxpayer Relief Initiative, and it opens up powerful new options for people looking to get back on the right track with the IRS. And no one knows this program like the professionals at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution company. They've resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients and have the expertise and experience to help you. One easy call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries of wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Make today the beginning of your fresh start with the IRS. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
The 19-year-old accused of ramming a U-Haul truck into barriers across the street from the White House is due in federal court today. Secret Service says the suspect is a Nazi sympathizer. Russia has now killed dozens of people accused of launching an attack along its border with Ukraine. Russia blames Ukraine for the attack, but Ukrainian officials say it was carried out by Russians who are opposed to Russian President Vladimir Putin. Founder of WikiLeaks fighting support down under.
The idea was to send a message to President Biden, but with his trip to Australia canceled, Assange supporters in Sydney decided to go ahead with their rally anyway. Among those addressing the crowd, Assange's wife, Stella.
It's not just Julian who has lost his freedom, but all of us. Because in order to keep Julian in prison, they have had to corrupt their own rules and their own principles.
A recent Sydney Morning Herald poll shows nearly 80% of respondents want the U.S. to end the pursuit of the WikiLeaks founder. Tom Rivers, ABC News at the Foreign Desk.
And a win for AM radio. Ford now says it is reversing plans to sell cars and trucks without the AM band on the radio. Several car makers have dropped AM, some claiming that the systems in electric vehicles interfere with the signal. Lawmakers have recently been raising concerns, however, about the lack of AM radios in some cars. AM often carries emergency information. This is ABC News.
Right now, I'm driving to work, but that's not where I'm going. I'm going to more important things. I'm going to visit Papa. I'm going to go out with friends and to an anniversary dinner. And I look out at the big trucks and buses and people walking and think, we're all going somewhere. And we need to work together to share the road and get there safely. Learn how at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
Paid for by the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Does that old tractor or lawnmower have more electrical tape or duct tape holding it together than you want to admit? Well, maybe it's time to see Phil Sheehan and his staff at NC Tractor for a new Massey Ferguson tractor or mower. Massey Ferguson is a company that's been around for over 175 years. That says a lot about a company. And paired with Phil Sheehan, who's been in business for over 25 years, that says a lot about Phil and his staff. Knowledgeable about their product, and they stand behind every sale. Massey Ferguson is the last tractor you'll ever need. NC Tractor, a dependable and reliable company that'll be there after the sale. NC Tractor on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
Hey, this is Cameron coming to you from the Blue Room with a check-in on your weather. Today's mostly sunny with highs near 80, mostly clear overnight with lows around 55. Thursday, mostly sunny with highs near 85, partly cloudy overnight with light rain with lows around 60. Friday, partly cloudy with highs near 75, partly cloudy overnight with lows around 60. Saturday, partly cloudy with isolated showers at highs near 70, partly partly cloudy overnight with lows around 55. And that was your weather forecast. Here on 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton. Welcome to All Things Rutherford, here on 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton. Now here's your host, Todd and Tracy.
Oh, such a great Wednesday morning. Thank you so much, Cameron, for that intro right there. Tracy, good morning.
Good Wednesday morning, Todd.
Here we are again with Unprepared. We don't know what we're going to talk about. It's going to be a dull show.
Nah. We can always come up with something. I just want to thank you so much yesterday, Todd. All day long, I was talking British. All day. You started it.
Well, you know,
I had it on my brain all day.
I didn't intentionally do that.
I'll be driving down the road talking to myself in British.
Oh, look, it's a stop sign. we must stop at the stop sign here. We had an engineer here. The guy that does our website, Bill Teal.
Yes.
He's British.
Yes, he is.
And I would call him sometimes and just speak in my British accent. And he was like, "Hello, Todd. How are you?"
I love to hear him talk.
I would answer, and he would say, "You know, you're getting very good at that." I'm like, "I'm trying, Bill.
I love to hear him talk. I love to hear British.
Yeah.
British speaking people.
Bill's a trip. Love talking to Bill. Cloudy skies outside right now on this Wednesday morning, 7 minutes after 7 o'clock. We are at 56 degrees. Get through the death announcements for this morning before we continue with our morning call-around report here at WCAB. George Pops Franklin Keever, age 88, passed away Tuesday. Graveside services will be held today at 11 a.m. McMahon's Funeral Home and Cremation Services in charge of the arrangements for George Pops Franklin Keever. Dwight Neil Towery, age 68, of Golden Valley, passed away Saturday, May the 20th. Graveside services will be held tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Washburn and Dorsey Funeral Home Cremation Services in charge of the arrangements for Dwight Towery. Gail Ann Steelman, age 85, of Rutherfordton, passed away April the 24th. Memorial services will be held 11 a.m. Saturday. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory Services serving the family of Gail Steelman. Stephen Michael Govis passed away May the 7th. Funeral services will be held June the 24th at 1 p.m. at the Firehouse Inn in Rutherfordton. Crow's Mortuary Crematory Services serving the family of Stephen Michael Govis. For all of you listening on YouTube this morning, looks like we've got 4 viewers. Tell me how the sound is this morning. I did a little tweaking on the sound this morning. I actually changed the inputs up a little bit, seeing if I could get just a little better sound. So let me know in the comment section if the sound's okay, if it's too high, if it's too low, or if I need to leave, or if I need to go back home, or if we just need to cut off and just not do this, whichever. There's Kentucky checking in this morning. Good morning, Kentucky. Hope you're doing good this morning.
All the way from Kentucky.
You know, in the old days, back in the early days of 1800s, up toward the Civil War there, they called it Cane Tuck.
Oh, really?
Yep, that was an old pronunciation of Kentucky, so that was pretty cool. The Bill O'Reilly Report coming up in just a few moments, and we'll be back after that with our morning call-around report right here on this Wednesday morning.
Bill O'Reilly here, and I'm warming up. Stand by for the O'Reilly Update Morning Edition. But first. Hey, DirecTV viewers, Bill O'Reilly here, inviting you to watch the No Spin News on the First TV, weeknights at 8 p.m. Eastern. The challenges facing our nation are only getting worse. The corporate media feeds you biased reporting every day. The pundits parade around trying to score cheap shots, while big tech silences people. All of that stops now with me, Bill O'Reilly, and the No Spin News on the First TV, weeknights 8 p.m., DirecTV channel 347. On this Wednesday, a very obscure story signals a further move to the left by the Biden administration, if you can believe it is still heading in that direction. A woman named Deborah Lipstadt gets paid by the taxpayers to monitor anti-Semitic accusations and report them to President Biden and his team. Did you know the White House employed such a person? I didn't. Anyway, Ms. Lipstadt is currently defending the notorious George Soros and tweeted that some verbal attacks on him feature, quote, classic anti-Semitic tropes and rhetoric, unquote. Of course, she did not provide examples. Now, I would like some exposure on that because I criticize Soros all the time. He has done, in my opinion, incredible damage to America by promoting open borders and soft on violent crime officials. I believe that. And Soros's religion or lack thereof has nothing to do with my disdain for him. In fact, Soros has harshly criticized Israel. So it seems like President Biden is invested in giving George Soros cover, does it not? Hands off George. He's got protection at the highest level. Joe has his back. Interesting and somewhat frightening. How far left are you going to go, Joe? You are off the charts right now. Back after this. If you are a timeshare owner, you're probably upset that your yearly dues continue to increase. Lone Star Transfer guarantees the release of all liability to your timeshare in writing and done in a specific time frame. They're the only company you can trust, having helped more than 18,000 owners legally and permanently get out. So please call Lone Star Transfer 855-551-7066 or visit LoneStarTransfer.com. That is the Morning O'Reilly Update. More analysis later on.
Around 1825, the earliest whites discovered Oregon and its resources. They were trappers from the Hudson Bay Company. The next influx of people were missionaries attempting to convert the Indians to Christianity. By 1840, the American West was looking very attractive. With crop and bank failures, people in the East were looking for a new start, and this seemed to be the place. Although American sovereignty over the Oregon Territory wasn't to be determined for 5 more years, in 1841, John Bedell led a hardy group of 100 souls along the Oregon Trail. Only half ended up in Oregon. The other half split off and headed to California. Then in 1842, Dr. Elijah White, a Presbyterian missionary, led 112 people to Oregon. During their trip, they found it necessary to cut their prairie schooners down to 2-wheel carts. On May 22, 1843, the first major wagon train of 1,000 men, women, and children climbed aboard their wagons in Elm Grove, Missouri, and headed west. This group, also led by Dr. White, comprised of 100 wagons and 5,000 cattle and oxen. Although the pioneers were afraid of Indians, they soon learned that the accidental discharge of firearms, falling off horses and mules, river crossings, and disease were much more dangerous than any possible encounter with Indians. Until 1884, when the Union Pacific Railroad was completed along this route, each year groups of 12 to 24 wagons took people along the Oregon Trail to a new life out west. You've just heard another story from Old West Radio. I'm Dakota Livesay.
"15 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Wednesday morning, May the 24th. With us from the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department is Sergeant Brandel. Sergeant, good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Doing pretty good. What do you have on the report for us this morning?
Past 24 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office has answered 140 calls, processed 9 arrests, and currently have 179 incarcerated. We have no incident reports to report this morning. Under our arrest reports, we have a Preston Blake Wilkie, 30-year-old white male of Gaffney, charged with failure to appear on a felony, given a $5,000 secured bond. We have a Jerry Dwayne Epley, 44-year-old white male of Ellenburg, charged with 3 counts of violation of a release order, given a $5,000 secured bond. We have a Lisa Ann Blanton, 45-year-old white female in Boston, charged with 4 counts of failure to appear, given $500 unsecured bond. And we have a Eva Agnes Barnes, 33-year-old white female in Rutherford, charged with 2 probation violations, given a $4,000 secured bond. And that's all we have this morning.
Sergeant Brown, thanks so much for that report. Be safe out there today, and we'll talk to you again another time.
Yes, sir. Take care.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Sergeant Brando with that report from the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department. Well, the Braves, I'm looking at the right one. They were defeated last night 8-1. They got beat Monday, too, 8-6. So, Braves, y'all need to pick this up. Get back in the swing of things here. They're still 31-19 on the year. And the Braves are 29-19. Dodgers are 31-19. But they'll be back in action this evening. Let's see, 6:05 airtime, 7:20 first pitch. Last game of the series versus the Dodgers. Maybe they can beat them and won't get swept away. Then they'll move to Philadelphia moves into town for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Oh, and Sunday. Wow, 4-game series with the Phillies coming up. Atlanta Braves baseball right here at WCAB. 17 minutes after 7 o'clock. We're going to check in with 911 Communications Center next.
For a delicious lunch or dinner, Gregory's Original Restaurant is a Rutherford County favorite. Every dish prepared to perfection, from pasta to grinders to fresh salads. And at Gregory's, you'll never leave hungry. Austin and his staff at Gregory's would like to take this time to give out a big salute to all the military for keeping us safe and putting your lives on the line to keep us free. God bless each man and woman that has served the United States of America. And God bless the USA. This is from your friends at Gregory's Original Restaurant, 161 Park Lane Plaza in Rutherford.
17 minutes after 7 o'clock. Can't remember my names this morning. Amanda with us from the 911 Communications Center. Amanda, good morning.
Good morning.
What do you have on the report for us?
Well, in the past 24 hours, Rutherford County 911 Communications has processed 350 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 35 for the emergency medical services, 140 for the sheriff's office, 65 for Forest City, 4 for Lake Lure, 33 for Rutherford, and 48 for Spindale. Fairfield Fire Department had a fire alarm. Forest City had a motor vehicle crash and also a fire alarm. Ludlow had a structure fire, and Rutherford had a motor vehicle crash, and that is all.
Amanda, thanks so much for reporting. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye. We got to quit having these off-air conversations and stay with the program. Yes, I've heard of Peppa Pig. I don't guess I've ever watched an episode of Peppa Pig.
Hey, Todd, I have a little thing for you here.
What you got there?
We'll see if some of our reporters know this. I looked up a little thing about Bible facts, and it said right here, and I've never heard this, but that there were 7 pairs of every clean animal on the ark and 2 of every unclean animal.
Unclean animal.
Uh-huh.
I guess that'd be like the pigs and stuff like that.
7 pairs of every clean animal.
Because in the Bible, they, I think it was when God talked to Peter about the clean and the unclean animals.
Right.
Then I don't remember the classification. And I'm sure there's lots of people out there that do.
Yes.
We will. Yeah.
I just thought that was interesting. I'd never heard that before.
Pretty interesting. Yeah. Speaking of which, you ought to go to the Ark in Kentucky. I bet that's neat. I've heard a lot of people been there, and
I'm making plans to do that. Me and my daughter.
A friend of mine told me that he had always kind of thought, "Is that really possible? You know, that they could do that?" Until he went to the Ark.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, that could work." So
I've heard it's absolutely amazing.
I heard it is too. Brenda's been there, I do believe.
Yeah, I think she has.
19 minutes after 7 o'clock, we're going to check in over at the SDO Fire District and Miss Ruby Taylor after this.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush, brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
20 minutes after 7 o'clock, Ruby Taylor was with us from the Shiloh, Danieltown, Oakland community. Ruby, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. What's on the report for us this morning?
Well, the fire department didn't have anything. If they did, I didn't hear about it. My birthday, Mike Smith and Glenda Bright has birthdays today, and I hope they have a nice day. Signs are in the heart today and tomorrow, and that's all I got.
Ruby, thanks so much. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Tom Green checking in with us this morning on YouTube. Good morning, Tom. Get her done. Told you look, I'm as funny as Larry the Cable Guy. I'm actually Southern, so I got a plus on him. I guarantee if me and Larry was to ever sit down in a room by ourselves and have a funny conversation, I'd be on tour with him.
Yeah, you probably would.
He'd be Larry the Cable Guy, and I'd be Todd the Radio Guy.
All you have to do, like I said yesterday, just get your shirt, cut the arms out, and you're ready to go.
Shirt and I need to get me an old ball cap with a fishing hook on it. Man, I'm telling you, I'm going to do it one day. Appreciate you checking in this morning, Tom. Hope you have a great day. Tom's semi-retired now.
Yes, he is. But he comes back and visits with us, and we love to see him.
Hangs out over there with his dog.
Yeah.
His dog's a trip. She'll come up to you and she'll put her head on your lap and wait for you to scratch her.
Oh, they all do that.
But it's a trick.
Oh.
If you do, you got to keep doing it from then on, and that's just the way it is. Tom, hope you have a good day, buddy. 22 minutes after 7 o'clock, we're going to keep on going around the county. We're going to check in with the Chimney Rock Fire District, Chris Melton. We'll do that next.
Thinking about the departure of a loved one through death is a subject we don't like to talk about. However, pre-planning or prepaying for a funeral is a consideration and responsible thing to do. With so many options available today, it's important to speak with someone you can trust and someone who can help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved one. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is recognized as one of the best family-run funeral homes. It's a family tradition, and they know how to care for your family. Any questions you might have, they will be happy to answer. Call Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services at 286-2304.
7:23. We're sitting at 55 degrees outside, and Chris Melton with us from the Chimney Rock Fire District. Chris, good morning, sir. How you doing?
Doing great. How are y'all doing today?
Oh, not gonna complain. It's a beautiful morning, shaping up to be a beautiful day. It's supposed to be like 76 degrees outside.
I don't know, but it's gonna be really beautiful. We're just in that. We're on it's Hump Day. Welcome to Hump Day.
Hump Day.
Sitting here in the mid-50s today.
That's right.
Now.
Oh yeah, comfortable.
Oh yeah.
Chris, what you got going up there today?
Well, we had a pretty good day yesterday. Chimney Rock and Lake Lewis Fire Department ran a gas leak, and other than that, that was it on the call report. Just want to remind everybody about Bills Creek's blood drive, June 1st, from 12 to 5. Just don't forget to sign up and help somebody out. And that's it.
All right, Chris. We appreciate the report. Keep them straight up there. We'll talk to you again another day.
I will on these curvy roads.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Chris Melton from the Chimney Rock Fire District. Well, folks, I want you to go to Tony's Produce Market. That's a favorite place to go and gather all those fruits and veggies, and you don't even have to walk through a field. Don't even have to walk out through an orchard. You got everything right there at Tony's.
You don't have to get sugar bit. You don't have to get mosquito bit.
Don't have to worry about
bees.
I supposed to say tax.
Just go to Tony's.
You know how them tacks are in the middle of a field. They'll jump on you. Tony's now has in fresh jams and jellies, corn, peaches, squash, zucchini, half-run of green beans, cucumbers, spring onions, and, of course, watermelons and cantaloupes. And don't forget those fresh, homegrown tomatoes. Delicious. For the sweet tooth, they've got the homemade pies, cakes, and cookies, and they also got my favorite,
watermelon.
Tony's homemade salsa.
Oh, okay.
Or Tim's, I'm sorry.
Well.
I read Tim's homemade salsa. He was out Saturday when I went up by there. I got to go back by there and get some today. Tony's is located at 773 North Washington Street in Rutherfordton. Call them at 287-9495. The hours are Monday through Saturday, 9 until 7, and Sunday, 10 until 4. Tony's Produce Market, that is the place to be.
Farm Bureau
Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
7:26 on this Wednesday morning, hump day. It's all downhill to the weekend, right? DeVern up to the news from Boston. Good morning, DeVern.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing pretty doggone good.
Well, good. We're looking for Friday, right?
That's right.
You got big plans this weekend?
No, not really. Have y'all?
No. I'm trying to get some.
I do know that some pigs will be roasted at my house in some form or fashion.
I know where you live.
Have I ever told you about pigs?
No. Oh, yeah, you said that they cannot look up at the sky.
No. Pigs are magical creatures.
How's that?
They are. They're the only creatures I know that take vegetables and turn them into bacon.
Yeah, you got a point.
DeVern, what's going on over there this morning?
We'll have a temperature of 60 degrees. Fire department had no cost. Food boxes will be given out today at Chase Ministry. They're on Chase Highway from 9 to 10:30. If you need any beef supply items, they're on Depot Street at the beef supply store. Stop in there, and then we have a blessed box right beside of it. Leave a blessing or take a blessing. And then go on down to Whistle Stop Bakery and get your bakery items. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day.
You too.
Thanks, DeVern. Have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Those blessing boxes are a neat thing. I saw a guy, he was usually on just rides around on his motorcycle. I don't know if, or his bicycle. Don't know if he's homeless, but he just stopped at one of those blessing boxes and opened him a can of soup or something, and was just sitting there just enjoying it.
That's a really good idea. I don't know who started that, but that's really a great thing.
Got back on his. I think I was getting me some food, and I watched him and ate and went on about his business. No, I thought that was pretty cool.
And I've seen some people restocking it.
I've seen people stopping and putting it all back in there. So that's a good thing. So. Take advantage of those blessing boxes. If you need something, by all means, take it. And if you can donate something, by all means, donate it, and help out your fellow man, because that's what it's all about.
It is. That's a good service at our county.
Helping somebody else out.
That's what our county is all about. We have all this compassion and love for each other. We really do.
Oh, we do. Yeah. I go in all the time. Hey, there's Todd. I don't have a clue who they are. They recognize my voice from the radio, even in the hospital. They're like, oh, you're that guy on the radio. You work here? And I'm like, no, I got a badge for no reason. I stole it from the guy. 729, going to what's that word? Continue our call-around report this morning. Heading over to Robbie Samuel, Mount Vernon next.
Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
We're going to put out the 911 call this morning. Somebody bring Tracy a Mountain Dew before she has a meltdown over here. She tried to get away from Mountain Dews and drink vitamin water.
Oh.
But, it looked like grape juice.
It just ain't the same.
Yeah, it's not the same as a good old Mountain Dew.
You've heard of a Big Mac attack? Well, I'm having a Mountain Dew attack.
having some DTs or something there, right? Robbie Samuel with us from the Mount Vernon Fire District. Robbie, good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. I hope y'all are this morning.
Very good.
Yeah, we just hanging in there, just talking, having a good time. Carrying on.
Well, that's a good thing.
Carrying on about ourselves. It's amazing that me and Tracy the only thing I prepare is I write down the birthdays and events and today, and that's all I do. And Tracy comes in and sits down, and we just, boom, we go. Don't ever prepare anything. We don't have anything I don't know the word,
some people
pre-planned.
Some people are probably sitting out going, yes, we can tell.
Yeah, oh yeah. People going, oh yeah.
Y'all don't have anything to talk about.
Y'all don't. Yeah, we know. Trust me, we know.
Well, yeah, you should be like two little schoolgirls. You ought to start texting and saying what you're going to wear tomorrow and what you're going to talk about.
Yeah, Todd, you going to wear your little dress tomorrow?
What are you trying to say, sir?
I mean, you know, Chloe, my little girl, and Kenla, they could probably give you some pointers on how to do that if you need them to.
Text. Funniest thing I ever heard my mama tell me one time, she brought me her cell phone. She said, show me how to text. And I'm like, I don't have enough time in the day to show you how to text. Oh. Robbie, anything going on over there this morning?
No, everything was quiet through the night with other inroads, and so it was a good night for everyone. So, no report on the fire department, and no community events this week that I know of as of right now. So that's a good thing, I guess, if you just want a low-key weekend it is, other than Memorial Day. So, but other than that, that's it. And you was talking about your Mountain Dew. I actually drunk me two sun drops yesterday, and that's kind of odd, but I love those things.
Oh, gosh, my daughter, that's what she's hooked on, sun drop.
Man, it's so good.
When I worked over at American Water Graphics, we had our boss man, he was a chemist, and he took a sun drop, and he had some kind of a chemical that would remove all the liquid from like a drink or anything. It would just remove the liquid out of it. And
is this going to make me mad?
Well, he did a sun drop.
Oh, make Robbie mad.
There was half a cup of sugar.
Oh yeah.
In an 8-ounce.
Oh yeah, that's a given. I thought you was going to say it had some kind of like transmission fluid or something in it.
Well, I mean, I have in my years of working with my dad, I have drank some transmission fluid. Just be working under the car and it splash all over you. And you just keep going.
It's all coming to light now. We know why. We know what. Yep. We know what his problem is now.
Back during COVID, I was like, look, transmission fluid, gas, brake fluid, radiator, coolant. I've tasted it all. COVID ain't going to bother me. And it didn't.
Yeah, but I tell you, though, on a good hot summer day, and if you get that sun dropper or Dr. Pepper's really good, too. If you get them real chilled, that's when it just feels good.
The best, when it comes out of a cooler that's been sitting there and the ice is melting.
Oh, yeah.
And you take it out of that ice cold water. Oh, my gosh.
When that first sip of Dr. Pepper Sundrop hits your soul, it's like a Zen moment.
Oh, yeah.
With Memorial Day this weekend, is there not something going on in the county that I've not heard anything?
That's what I'm I haven't heard anything, and that's one reason why I said that a while ago, because I don't see anything on the calendar. But
that would be
I know
really,
there's not in town.
That would really be good if somebody would put together a parade.
Yeah, just a memorial.
Yeah, just a memorial. Yeah, I think it would. Maybe we need to put that together, Todd.
Maybe we can do that. Where are we going?
Well, the Owls ain't doing anything, though, are they? I don't know when their schedule starts.
I don't know either. We usually work with them. I don't know. I don't think we've had anything from them this year.
Yeah, so maybe everybody just wanting to enjoy the weekend. And
I got some leftover fireworks at the house. I mean, I can go shoot them off if we need to.
Well, that'd be all right, too.
Yeah,
I'd like to see that.
We could all get us some little ball of rockets and just shoot.
Some Roman candles.
Their own little thing.
I don't even know. Speaking of parades, does any communities do Memorial Day parades anymore?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Have they ever? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. It's a good discussion.
And I think we should have a big 4th of July parade. I think that would be fun.
Yeah. Folks probably love it.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. Let's arrange it, organize it, and get it planned. Robbie, you get the permits, and we'll be there.
All right.
We'll go ahead and sign you up because you're with the fire department. The fire trucks all go through.
Me and Tracy are riding in the Trailblazer, and we'll put something on the side of it. WCAB, and
right.
we'll have a 2-man parade. By golly,
Yeah, you could broadcast live from the Trailblazer.
from the Trailblazer.
Shouldn't we?
Engine noise would probably drown us out. That's okay.
That's all right. Everybody like to hear it.
That's right. Robert, we appreciate the report. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.
I hope y'all do as well. Have a good one.
Thanks.
You too,
Bye-bye.
Robbie. Bye-bye.
Robbie Samuel with that report from the Mount Vernon Fire District. We're going to check in with Sue Price next.
It's the store folks in Western North Carolina depend on. Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply. It's like a superstore. Deer corn, $11.05 for 50 pounds. Cob corn, $10. They have plenty of deer plant supplies. Check on the lower prices on propane, $12.99 for a 20-pound tank. Mulch, gravel, rocks, and supplies for beautiful landscaping. That's available at Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply at lower prices. Open Monday through Saturday. If you want a feed and seed store that carries so much more, including new and used farm equipment, then come on over to Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply, 188 Whiteside Road, Rutherfordton.
7:36 on this Wednesday morning. Sue Price with us from the Sunshine Cherry Mountain Fire District. Sue, good morning.
Good morning.
How's everything going over that way?
Well, I think everything's going good over here. It looks like we're going to have another pretty day, and sun's coming out. Just ready for another day.
Are y'all going to the beach this weekend? I know y'all are beach bums, aren't you?
Well, we usually go for Thanksgiving. Yeah. Hopefully, this time we'll get to go. I don't know.
Oh, yes. You'll be here. You'll blink 3 times and you'll be packing for that. It goes so fast.
I know. This year's passing by fast.
Yes, it is.
Soon be half over.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we just take one day at a time. Well, let's see, I didn't have any calls from the fire department, so I reckon they've been quiet. That's a good thing. And I only have one birthday today, and it's on the Duncans Creek Church calendar for Reverend Bart Shaw. So I hope he will have a good day. Nothing on my other calendars for today. So not too many celebrating, but we hope anybody's having a birthday or anniversary will have a real good day on their special day and enjoy it. And in my announcements, Thursday, May 25th, at 7 p.m., the Chuck Wagon Gang and the Golden Valley Crusaders will be at First Broad Baptist Church. And it's a love offering concert. So good singing coming up tomorrow night over at the First Broad. And their vacation Bible school will be June the 11th through the 16th. So you can mark that on your calendars. They have supper at 5:30 and then the Bible school at 6. Big Springs Baptist Church will be having Vacation Bible School June 5th through the 8th, 5:45 to 8 p.m. Dinner will be provided. The theme is Twists and Turns. Let Jesus guide you through life's twists and turns. Sunshine Church is going to be having a Memorial Day service June the 4th. They'll have a covered dish lunch to follow the service. And Duncans Creek Presbyterian Church, it's not Presbyterian, it's just Duncans Creek Church. They'll be having their memorial service on June the 4th, and it'll start at 11 a.m. with lunch to follow. And so far, that's the only announcement I have. It's just quiet and calm over here, looking for a good day, and I hope you all will have one.
All right, Sue, you do as well. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks, bye-bye. Sue Price with a report from the Sunshine Cherry Mountain Fire District. We're going to check in with Tina White. Single Hollow next.
Don't let the pest bug you when Hutchins Pest Control is as close as a phone call. Honest, dependable, professional, and on-time service is the reason they continue to be voted best in pest control. Licensed in North and South Carolina and fully insured and bonded. Free estimates when you call Hutchins Pest Control, and you can be sure that job is going to be done right. That's Hutchins Pest Control. Call them today at 287-5171, and they'll be right there. It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road in Spindale.
20 minutes till 8 o'clock on this Wednesday morning. Tina White with us from the Shingle Hollow Fire District. Shingle. Tina, good morning. How are you?
Good morning on this Wednesday.
Maybe
It's a
we need to
wonderful
have a
day.
script.
Yeah, maybe do.
Maybe we need to have a script. Then I can read directly from the paper. Good morning, Tina. Welcome
I don't
to
think you'd be able to do
the
it,
radio
Todd.
Yeah, I
show.
don't think that'd be fun.
I don't think you'd be able to do it either. You would have to interject. That's what makes you so good at what
I
you do.
knew. I'd have to say something extra and then, no, stay by the script. Stay by the script. Tina, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm already enjoying the morning. It's pretty up here in Shingle Hollow. The little light breeze, the sun shining, 58 degrees. As far as I know, the fire department didn't have any calls. They were over there at Pinnacle with Union Mills Fire Department yesterday for field day, and I think they had a blast. I think every child there had a blast, and I bet all the teachers and volunteers went to bed early last night.
Yeah, my little niece has got. She comes out and stays with us in the morning. My son takes her to school. She's only got today, and today is their field day, so she didn't want to miss that. Come out there and forgot her sunscreen, and we couldn't find any sunscreen anywhere. And I was like, go and borrow some from somebody at school. Yeah,
Gosh,
so,
I can't believe. And you said tomorrow's their last day?
I think today's her last day.
Today?
Yeah.
Wow. I remember those wonderful
'Cause I
days.
think tomorrow's my son never went to like the last 2 days of school because
Yeah.
there was nothing going on.
Yeah.
And he always chose to stay at home. So I think that's one of the things that they've already got their grades. They already know if they've passed or not. And
Right.
this is just so she's going to go today to field day. She's going to stay with her daddy tomorrow and Friday, which is a good thing.
Well, I remember field days, and I enjoyed them.
I do too.
It was tiresome. So let's see. We have birthdays today for Jeff Hill and Catherine McIntyre. No anniversaries that I see. Piney Knob Baptist Churches is having their old-timey day this Sunday, the 28th. So dress old-timey and come on out and worship with us at Piney Knob Baptist Church this Sunday. Normal church hours, 10:45 for preaching, 9:45 for Sunday school. And I think that's all I have.
All right, Tina, thanks so much for the report. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Enjoy the Wednesday.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Tina White with that report from the Shingle Hollow Fire District. We're going to move over to speak with Brenda Kelly next.
To win in sports, you must adjust your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Why not let Andrew Tisdale help you create a game plan for financial success? Call 828-287-9197 and get started today. That's Andrew Tisdale, 828-287-9197.
"16 minutes before the hour of 8 o'clock. Breaking news from Union Mills. Live on the scene with us this morning is Brenda Kelly. Brenda, good morning. What is happening over in Union Mills?
Not a whole lot.
Well, that wasn't much of a breaking news, was it? No, we're good over here.
Well, that's good. So what's happening downtown Whiteside Road?
Lou's coming in the building this morning.
Oh, well, that's good. And
Got
they
her.
opened the gates over in front of you?
Opened the gates. Lou's got her the biggest coffee I ever seen in my life, I think. And it ain't enough, she said.
She needs a Mountain Dew.
She gets like them half-gallon coffees, I think.
I have one cup. That's enough for me.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not a big fan of coffee, but there's a lot of people that goes all day long with a cup in their hand. My husband did.
And it wouldn't be that bad if it doesn't leave such a terrible taste in your mouth.
I know what it does. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth. I know he used to go to the sink and just turn the hot water on and get it hot and make him a cup of coffee. His daddy and his brother done the same thing, and they drank it all day long.
Oh, yeah.
just black. I don't drink mine black. I drink it with 2% milk, but I don't put sugar in it neither. But
yeah.
I thought, what's the need to have coffee and you can make syrup out of it?
That's right.
But it is what it is. And yes, I've been to the Ark over in Kentucky. That thing it's magnificent.
I want to go.
I heard it was.
Oh,
I heard it
go.
was worth every penny to go see it.
It'll just blow your mind.
Did you go to the Creation Museum too?
No.
Yeah.
No, I just went to the Ark. It was raining that day, and and cold. It was cold, but it was something else. You better have good walking shoes, because there's a lot of walking.
Yeah, me and my daughter talked about going over there, and I'd love to do it. I've just heard it's just breathtaking.
I know. I was looking. I was standing there, and I said something, and it was like mannequin standing there, you know, and all of a sudden it started talking. I said, they're great forever, and the facial expressions and the eyes open and shut, and I thought, they're great forever. I said, I'm getting out of here. These things are getting to me.
That's right.
But it's something else. Well, let's see. Excuse me, do what?
Oh, go ahead, Brenda.
I've got 52 degrees on the front porch. I don't have any birthdays or anniversaries today, but in ways of announcements, special May the 26th, 5 p.m. hot dog supper. You can dine in or you can carry out. That'll be hot dog, chips, and drink, and that'll be $2. And this is end of school supper. And they got a table for the kids to decorate cookies, and everything's furnished to decorate the cookies with. And I thought that was sort of neat. And we do need a Memorial Day parade.
I think we do too.
Agree.
I'm all on board. I think we should all get together and put one together.
Well, that sounds like a good thing. We get the bands to play music.
All
and
that beautiful
they have the
patriotic
fire
music.
trucks
And have the veterans march through. I think it'd be wonderful.
Have all the branches of military represented. The firefighters and the police officers, and I think that'd be awesome.
There's a little town down there where my sister lives. Let's see. I think it's called Kraus.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
And every 4th of July, they do a 4th of July parade, and you can enter. You car, you bicycle, you motorcycle, you lawnmower, as long as you decorate it, patriotic.
No,
and they have, when my little sister was living, my sister has a truck, and she'd set her up in the back of the truck in her wheelchair and decorate, and they'd throw out candy to the children, and my little sister loved that. She'd just grin from ear to ear.
I think I would enjoy that just about as much as I would a Christmas parade.
Yeah, at least you wouldn't be freezing to death.
I know it.
That's right.
I love being patriotic. I just love it.
It's something to think about. That's right. And let the veterans, those that's able to march. Yeah.
We'll work on that.
Yeah. You know who to go to get stuff done.
Yep, that's exactly right. We know who to go to, so we'll just start working on that
and get something started.
Yeah.
Jim Bishop calling Jim Bishop.
There you go.
He's our man.
That's right.
That's right. He's our go-to person.
He'll be our go-to guy.
There you go. Well, let's see. I guess that's all I know of it's going on. So y'all have a good day and get down to Ellenborough and check on Luther Sweet Thing.
All right, Brenda, thanks so much.
Have a good one.
Catch you later.
Brenda Kelly checking on Union Mills. Like I said, we're going to check in with Luther Gillikin after this.
Cheryl, have you been to the Homeworks Design Center inside Henson Building Materials in Forest City?
Oh, yes. Shana, David, and William are incredible at designing kitchen and bath cabinetry for my new she shed.
Your what?
And they have a full line of windows and doors on display in their 5,000 square foot showroom. And they'll install any ones you pick out for me.
Oh, you're too good to me.
I know. With selling and installing, it's basically one-stop shopping.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street, Forest City.
Building starts here.
Big shout out to Robbie Samuel this morning. Mount Vernon reporter dropped Tracy off a Mountain Dew and dropped me off a Dr. Pepper. Gotta appreciate fine folks.
Thank you, Robbie. That's so sweet.
Thanks so much, Robbie. Luther Gillikin in Ellenborough, how you doing this morning?
So we're going quiet down here, not a whole lot happening. Everybody just getting their coffee, heading on out, get this middle of the week done.
That's right.
Downside, looking forward to the weekend. The fire department only had one call yesterday. And went down to Sister Cliff's out on Structure Far. Other than that, everything's quiet with them. And just quiet everywhere down here. You have a good day up there. We'll see what happens today. Tell you about it tomorrow.
All right, Luther, thanks so much. Have a good day.
Well, take care now.
Bye-bye. Luther Gillicum with that report from the Edinburgh Fire District. Folks, Granny B's is the headquarters for those delicious donuts, orange twist, Long John's cream-filled donuts, or you can get just a traditional glazed donut. Enjoy a delicious fresh sub sandwich for lunch, or if you don't want the bread, get a salad instead. For birthdays, showers, or any occasion, call on Granny B's for their delicious cakes or pinafores. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9 until 7, Saturday, 9 a.m. until 6 p.m., closed on Monday. Call them at 286-9012, located at 322 West Main Street in Spindale. That's Granny B's, and they are our birthday sponsor here for the morning show. If you're celebrating a birthday or anniversary, give me a call at 287-3356. We'll have a party in your honor coming up in just a few moments.
New cars, plenty of money, recognition, but yet no happiness and contentment in life. What or how much does it take to get what the average person is longing for? The accumulation of things has not provided what many thought it would. Western civilization has provided a high standard of living, but an inadequate contentment level. While on the other hand, societies with far less than ours seem to have a much better handle on important societal values. Halima said, "My people only have a hoe, a pestle and mortar, a couple of bags of rice, a small plot of ground to farm, a mud hut with a thatched roof and a mud floor, but they have fun, laughter, singing, and families are together all of the time." She had lived in both settings, and she preferred the deep African bush life over the hustle and bustle of today's big city. The values of life were more important than possessions and things. Eugene Peterson in The Message quotes Jesus as saying, "Take care. Protect yourself against the least bit of greed. Life is not defined by what you have, even when you have a lot." Just a little bit more is often the phrase given when asked the question, how much is enough? But just a little bit more will never satisfy the human heart. Life's most important values are not found in things. This is Bill Hostler with today's key to confident living.
Birthday. I'd like to say a special happy birthday today to Mabel Knight. She is celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday, Mabel. Randy Bumgarner over in Sunshine celebrating a birthday today. And Hallie Hill celebrating her sweet 16 birthday today. So happy birthday to those folks. Birthdays, events throughout history. 1686, born on this day, was Daniel Fahrenheit. Tracy said he invented the Fahrenheit. Yes, he did. Otherwise known as the thermometer. That was funny. 1938, Tommy Chong. You know him, Cheech and Chong's
Yes.
comedy team there. He was born in 1938. 1941, singer-songwriter Bob Dylan was born. 1944, singer Patti LaBelle. 1955, Roseanne Cash, Johnny Cash's daughter. In 1965, John C. Reilly. He's an actor. You know him from Step Brothers with Will Ferrell.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
He's funny in that.
He's good.
Events happening on this day in 1830. Mary Had a Little Lamb was first published. 1844, the first telegraph message is sent. And the message was, "What hath God wrought us?" And so, it was named Samuel Morse. Typed that out, Morse code. 1883, the Brooklyn Bridge opens. 1899, the first auto repair shop opens in the United States. On this date, 1941, the German battleship Bismarck sank the HMS Hood, made famous in the Johnny Horton song, "Sink the Bismarck." 1974, the final show of the Dean Martin Show airs on this date. Today is Brothers' Day. Today is National Scavenger Hunt Day. And a day I know Tracy absolutely loves, National Escargot Day.
Oh, boy.
She's going to go over and have her some escargot.
I'm going to go over and have some, what are
Later
they,
on.
slugs?
Yeah, snails. Yeah, I won't be partaking.
No, I'll leave the snails alone.
Any escargot.
I don't eat snails.
Today. That's not going to happen. I'm sure they'll slide
I don't
right
know how that ever got started.
I'm sure they'll slide right down.
Who ever got up one morning and thought, man, I want a snail?
Yeah. Man, those look good. Those slimy things, I just think I'm going to eat one of those. We're going to see if we can get a hold of Brother Wayne Rollins this morning. It's a ringing-dinging on the telephone.
Oh, you reached the voicemail of Wayne.
Not going to get Wayne this morning. We're going to try him again. See if we can get him one more time. He might be in the back where the cell phone service ain't that good. And it ring. You know how you get it? It'll ring one time and then hang up.
Yes, it does.
Hate that. And then they call right back and then it rings 47 times and you still don't answer it. You think it's a telemarketer?
My phone's been laying right beside of me before and I don't even hear it ring.
That's amazing. Yeah.
It won't ring.
It can be sitting by my mom's phone. Can be sitting by her in the living room. I can hear it in the bedroom and she don't even hear it.
Oh, you reached the voicemail.
All right, we're going to get a hold of Wayne Rollins this morning, but we're going to tell you about some of the fine things he has this morning. I want you to go down by there and enjoy Wayne's Lunchbox Monday through Thursday with all your homemade favorites that are sure to please even the picky eaters. You can enjoy burgers or salads, sandwiches, or meat and veggies. Open Monday through Thursday, 11 until 2. And then they'll close for an hour and open back up for supper, 3 until 7. Wayne's Lunchbox also has a great catering service from budget traditional to elaborate. Whatever your taste is, Wayne can provide you all you need for a perfect event. Located at 391 East Main Street in Spindale, give Wayne a call at 395-2225. That's Wayne's Lunchbox, East Main Street in Spindale. Been fun being here with you this morning. As always, enjoy doing the morning show. Love waking up and coming up here and talking with all you fine folks, interacting with Tracy and all the fine folks on YouTube and on the web and all that good stuff. Our cupcake winner for today, well, how about Randy Bumgardner from Sunshine? If you'll go over by Whistle Stop Bakery over there in Bostic, and Miss Selena will hook you up with a free cupcake courtesy of the Whistle Stop Bakery and WCAB. We do appreciate them for coming on board and doing that for us. It makes a little special, a little sweet morning.
It sure does, and those are good cupcakes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're big cupcakes.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I asked her the other day about making me some sugar-free.
Oh.
And she was like, absolutely. Vanilla. I love vanilla.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Said she'd make us some vanilla. No, that sounds good. 7:57 on this Wednesday morning. Here is this.